Hey, welcome back everyone to the Yugioh Digest. I'm sorry for missing so many days. I'm pretty sure I missed a month. School got busy, life took over, but I'm back. I'm back. I unfortunately did miss out on some really great videos, like every ban list video ever. That would have been entertaining to review. I do have this week though, from June 28th to July 3rd. All right, so it's good to be back. All right, let's get right into it. And these are the decent videos of the week. These are good videos. I like them. And let's start off with Cimoooooooo's progression series, the new challengers. All right, I like this video. I like this episode. I like this episode a lot, actually. I really, really liked the magical scientist band. Like, think Rod, think Slifer, think Obelix. This band was needed. It was needed from day one. It could have happened 10 weeks ago. Honestly, could have. After last week's abysmal episode, I'm so glad I didn't have to review that one. This was a really nice change of pace. Yeah, I really like this episode. All right, and I know I said I liked this episode. I liked it because of the band. The first duel was really like, it's amazing that Gage actually blew Simo out, because Simo's deck is like hard counter to Gage's deck. Literally a hard counter. He has like a billion cards. Banisher, Defy, who is it? Kaiku. He has Vanities, Soul Drain. There's so many. God, so many outs to Gage's deck. I don't know how he even took one game. After that one game, I actually thought Gage might have had a chance, and then he got blown out the next two games. Absolutely destroyed. That second game, oh, it was hard to watch. The third game, it looked like he was just back in it. It looked like he was back in it. And then Simo drew Banisher from the top deck. Then another Soul Exchange, another Vanities. Simo's luck never ends. And I know Farfa's going on and on and on about Hazy's. I don't know if Hazy's is even better than Gage's deck. It might be with Soul Exchange and Monarch Stormforth. It might be. I feel like Gage should try it at least, just to have something new. Gage has been playing the same deck for like the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, a long time. It gets to the point where you want him to play something else at least. It's almost Blackwing's level. No, nothing will ever reach Blackwing's level. Oh, Simo's not doing any favors for us on that front either. His deck is boring as fuck. It's so boring to play, guys. And play to watch. Probably boring to play too. God, you just set 4 pass. You won the game. Yeah, so I like the scientist change. But besides that, this is kind of a miserable episode also. But I did like it because of that. So it makes the decent list. Alright, moving on to the next video. Next up I have Neshy's Crystal Beast Tournament. So, I don't know if you guys, I want to let anyone know that Neshy is a Crystal Beast master. I myself am a huge Crystal Beast enthusiast. So when I found his channel from the MBT Mokuba League, YouTuber Mokuba League, it was like a blessing. Like, I wanted this content. I love his Duel Links videos about Crystal Beasts, and how he literally won tournaments with Crystal Beasts, or topped. It's insane. He's really good on Duel Links. And Crystal Beast isn't doing like even close to as well in like TCG Yu-Gi-Oh. But this is what this tournament is about, to promote the competitive viability of Crystal Beasts in real play, to figure out decks that Crystal Beasts can thrive in. And that's what he tasked all the 16 competitors in his Crystal Beast tournament. I think it's 16, or it might be 8. Either way, there's been a couple episodes released. The one I put in the description is actually not my favorite episodes, since one of the decks gets blown out. It gets destroyed. But overall, I thought it's really interesting to see how Crystal Beast can survive in like today's TCG. It's spoilers, little spoilers. It's mostly Tri Brigade. It's mostly surviving off the back of Tri Brigade. There are some cool innovators that made the cut. Using different variants, maybe something in addition to Tri Brigade Crystal Beasts. There's one guy that used pure Crystal Beast. Oh, I don't know how that guy made the cut. I mean, I love pure Crystal Beast, but it needs something else. And okay, also they're allowed to use Zenith in TCG, just because of this tournament's rules. And God, Zenith is such a good card. It enables so many plays. Fuck, I love Zenith. Yes, just check him out. If you guys are Crystal Beast lovers like myself, you'll definitely enjoy his content. And next up we have Ruggles and Mario's sealed only 1v1 series. Alright, so usually I would have this series in like my best of the week videos because I love their dynamic. And the dynamic is here. It's their banter is great as always. It feels like you can feel their friendship coming off the screen. So that's what saved this episode. Unfortunately, Ruggles didn't do an opening because he's saving up for that legacy pack or whatever, that big box, to get Red Eyes and Dark Magician. So he didn't do an opening, so that's already a shortened video. And then kind of spoilers. It was a oh god. One of the players, I won't say who, got destroyed this episode. God, and when I looked at when I first saw the video in my feed, I saw that it was 16 minutes long. I had to like double take. I thought it was like Mario's perspective or something, but it's 16 minutes when all their other episodes have been around 28 to 30 minutes. So yeah, it already seemed like someone was about to get destroyed. And that's what happened. It wasn't the most entertaining to watch. Yeah. This was close to being not a very good episode, but we're gonna have these kind of episodes in this kind of series. Mario just added a bunch of new cards. He pulled LP. I was hyped, and then immediately realized that he's almost not gonna be able to use it. Although there's not that many episodes left anyway. So I do want to speak on Mario's polls and his new additions to the deck. It does. He pulled a lot of really good cards, and it will raise the ceiling of his deck to be able to make even stronger end boards. But it makes his deck so inconsistent and way more likely to have bricky openings. And you can see that with spoilers. I'm going to spoil the video a little bit. We can see that with this episode where Mario bricked 2 hands in a row. It was terrible. He didn't get anything going. He got OTK'd so hard both times. It was insane. And on the other side, Ruggles was extremely consistent this episode. Both times he had crazy opening hands. Although he's been getting hella lucky. Like the last 2 episodes, I'm pretty sure he's drawn Miracle. What was it called? Cyberload Fusion. The Overload Fusion. That's what it's called. I'm pretty sure he's drawn Overload Fusion every hand for 2 episodes now, which is like 4 or 5 hands in a row. That's crazy. What the hell? So he's getting lucky, but you can see how consistent his deck is also. On the other hand, Mario's is really inconsistent. I'm also including Mario's perspective on here because I feel like that together makes the video. And in his perspective, he did some test hands. And even one of the test hands he bricked in, it's kind of 3 bricks in a row. It's not looking good. But I do believe that he could. He only needs to win 1 duel, one match. Well, Ruggles still has to win 2 more. If Mario can even win 1 out of 3 duels, then he wins. He just needs to win 1 out of 3 matches. Even if his deck is inconsistent, if that one match he has high roll hand, then he wins. I'm kind of Team Mario. I love Ruggles too, so I'm kind of pushing for Mario, and his deck is becoming more and more I don't even know what his deck is. I wanted to say it was becoming more and more Dragon Link, but he has a lot of like non-Dragon Link stuff. It's Lightsworn, Phantom Knight. Um, what else is it? Dragon Link or Dragons, and what's it called? Dangers. Lightsworn, Phantom Knight, Dangers, Dragons. It's crazy. I don't. His deck has become something. But yeah. So their banter, their whole just wanting to see, and Mario's amazing pulls, all of that together saved this episode for me. But it was a very short episode comparatively to all of their other episodes, and it was a blowout. Not that entertaining to watch. But still, Mario's great pulls, their chemistry, their banter, all saved it. All right, check them out. Great. I'm including Mario's perspective and Ruggles. So yeah, check them out. And next up we have Yuginono Cyber Dragons in 2021 Yu-Gi-Oh video. Okay, so I want to include this because I know I didn't know much about the Cyber Dragon meta prior to watching this video, or or what's even really good in Cyber Dragons, besides like the obvious like core Cyber Dragon machine dupe. That's pretty much all I knew. So this video was really informative for me, knowing how the meta changes up, how the meta is now. Oh, maybe this isn't the best deck list. I thought the ending board was really good. It seemed very consistent with the test hand he did. Yuginono did. I also wanted to mention the opening bits. Is Yuginono and MBT. Those two are the top tier kings of opening bits. It's it's really cool. Yeah. So I really like the opening bit. I was really interested in the tuning and quick draw synchron, that whole package in that deck, and after watching the combos, fuck, it's good. It is good. It's really, really good. The end board's crazy. You go so plus. I mean, that's what most combo decks, but this seems consistent. It seems as long as you open, there might be 7 different cards to bring up one of the two pack combo, and then I think 6 cards to bring the other. It's core and one of the level 1 synchrons or something, level 2 synchrons. It's a really, really good combo, very consistent. So yeah, I just want to include this in case anyone was interested in how Cyber Dragons functioned in 2021. And next up we have Sleepy Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirits of the Tenny lore discussion. Alright, this is the kind of video that I rarely see on Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube. It's really, really interesting. It's discussing the lore and the artwork of the Tenny, a already underappreciated archetype. But you see lore videos like this so unfrequently, and he really goes into how most of the Tenny spirits are based off of Hinduism in some form. He shows how all the artwork incorporates and uses like the mythology in Hinduism into the actual card effects and into the whole like strategy behind Tenny in supporting and protecting the normal the like no effect link monsters. So it was a really interesting video, like no other like it on YouTube. So I really want to shout it out. Very cool lore video on Tenny. Check it out. And now to the best videos of the week. We're starting it off with MBT. MBT's progression playoffs, and this was a different episode. So MBT lost his recording, but he still had the dual replays. So they actually did a post commentary, and it was interesting. I usually prefer live comms to post comms, but this time there was like a whole banter going between, and I definitely believe that the jokes have gotten better in the second version compared to the live com version, even though we didn't hear it. But I could tell because they were really funny this episode. All their banter. Leah especially was hilarious. Gavin too. Brent was on the top of his game. It's an all-around funny episode. Great episode. And this new set, I forgot what set it is, but it introduces what is it? Batterymen. And Batterymen, boy, do they make a splash! I never expected in all my years to see Batterymen being the best deck. It beat Glad Beasts already. Glad Beasts had like a huge, long reign in actual TCG during their time, and Batterymen came out of nowhere, beating them. That's crazy. That's insane to me. But once I like read Recharger's effects, it makes sense. Recharger's busted. It's literally Chaos Orc, but instead of banishing one card, it can destroy 2 cards, a monster and a spell, and then it can still attack. That's insane. And what's it called? Reloader? The level 1 flex monster? That card's insane. Best card. Literally Recharger or that card. Or Cell, I think it's Cell. Literally the best cards in the deck. It's literally a +1. No two ways about it, it's literally a +1. It's insane. That's a good card. Such a good card. And my favorite duel from this episode was Gavin versus Leia. God, that was such a long back and forth duel. In the beginning, Gavin had Leia by the throat. He had her hook, line, and sinker. I don't exactly remember how, but Leia makes a huge comeback, and then for the rest of the duel, she's literally in the lead. She's literally leading and basically dominating, but the whole time, because of Cell and because of how plus Batterymen are, Gavin was like never down on card advantage, literally never. Even the turn he lost in, he had 6 cards in his hand. Although they were all useless monsters, it's Batterymen. That goes to show like how great Batterymen are at keeping up resources and keeping this long drowned out fight going. Like Gavin even summoned 2 recharges, still couldn't pull out the victory though. It's insane. It's really good. Really cool deck. It put in such like vibrance into progression playoffs. Not that Gladiator Beasts weren't fun to watch. They are, but Batterymen seem like the next level. They seem like what's gonna make the series a lot more fun. But this is the last episode before the season finale, so I think they're gonna wipe all the cards clean. So this was Batteryman's only time to shine, and it shined. It shined. Who has shined? And Leah ended up. Oh, you shouldn't spoil that. Yeah, whatever. Oh, spoilers incoming. Leah ended up winning the duel between Gavin and herself. Then she went She went on to go to the final and lose miserably. She lost so badly. Brent blew her out of the water. She must have just drawn badly. And yeah, Brent's the winner. It was a great episode. Great episode. Yeah, one of the best of the week. And I can't wait for next week's live stream duel. It's with no ban list, nothing, for charity on MBT's Twitch channel. It's gonna be great to watch. All right, next we have Trading Card Girls by Farfa. This is one of my favorite videos of the week. I think this is my favorite video of the week. It's amazing. Like, these are the kind of videos I love. Just like the history behind. I really like history videos when it pertains to Yu-Gi-Oh! History in general, maybe I'm not that big a fan. So that's why I love what's his name, Mega Capital G's history videos. Just history related to either other Yu-Gi-Oh channels or to the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, the meta, whatever. I love those kind of videos. And this was the history of this 8-year-old channel called Trading Card Girls. I have never heard of this channel. I was around back then, but not to the extent where I'd be searching up a channel like this. So just to know that a channel like this existed, of just some random guy paying call girls, or this is a supposed theory, some random guy paying call girls to read a deck list and then uploading that video to YouTube. he was ahead of the meta. Then he was 8 years ahead of his time. If he did that right now, during this day and age, easy 1 billion YouTube channel. Easy highest top YouTube channel. It gave me ideas. I might do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. These types of videos, I love just exploring a niche of the YouTube Yu-Gi-Oh community that I never knew about. So yeah, it wasn't a very long video, but it was extremely interesting and entertaining to me. So yeah, check it out. And next up we have Team Samurai X's Sacred Beasts versus Egyptian God cards. This was a really entertaining duel. This is like a matchup I've always like dreamed of when I was a little kid. I have a copy of like don't use in real life duel, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and Obelix the Tormentor. I don't have Raw though, unfortunately. But ever since I first learned of the guard cards and then learned of the sacred beasts, I've always like imagined how they would fare against each other. Like in the GX show, it made it kind of obvious that Egyptian gods were way more powerful, but in actual play, they're both like equally trash. So this is the kind of duel that I've always wanted to see, and with these new structure decks for Sacred Beasts and for the different god cards, it's like kind of made it possible. Great idea by Sam. I really liked how they had this whole like esports introduction to Jesse Cotton, hyping him up as like a huge champion. He's competed in 3 world championships, I think I said, and 50 regionals. That's insane. It didn't sound like he won any. I don't think they said he won any world championships, but he competed in. He was like in the finals or something. So he's a really strong player. It was really cool seeing this hype. Um, but so that was a really cool aspect of this video, and he has a really good production of his videos with all the transitions. Team Sam's always been really good with that. Okay, so as far as the actual dueling goes, it was really back and forth. So like the first maybe 10 turns, no, maybe not 10. Maybe the first 4 or 5 turns, it seemed like Jesse Cotton was really far ahead. Like Sacred Beast, this deck generates card advantage like it's insane. I mean, not compared to like any top decks or whatever. Like it'll easily lose, but compared to um like in the limited format, not constructed, like limited format. You know, this is kind of constructed as a whole deck, um, a whole starter deck, but a structure deck. I mean, but still, like it's really good at generating advantage. So, like by turn 2, turn 3, or something, Sam was down to 1 card, and it was just the Obelix on the field. He took his entire hand, entire field, to just get a single Obelix on the field, and then the next turn, Jessica just summoned Raphael and killed and crashed each other. Then he was left with no cards in hand. He was getting beat down with Farfa. If only Jessica had a better monster than Farfa, he could end the duel really early. But then it wouldn't be as entertaining. So I guess good thing he didn't. After that, I thought Team Sam was done for, but he started generating hell advantages. It was definitely due to that one trap card that let him discard a spell card just to summon one of the Egyptian gods back from the graveyard. He used it really well. He also got to show off Obelix's special trap card, the Fist of Fury or whatever, and later on Slifer's whatever his is called, the special trap card that destroys all monsters on the field, and then you draw 1 card for each monster. That's an insane card. And this structure deck has a lot of ways to bring back the gods from the graveyard. So yeah, he got really good use out of his cards. It was really crazy to see. I love this duel. And then Jesse Cotton, his cards were insane. They generated so much advantage. They were really powerful. He got every. I think he got every Sacred Beast on the field except Uriah. He just sent to the graveyard, and then that was a really strong polymerization spell where he summoned Armatil, the Phantasm Lord or whatever, with all three of them, and then closed out the duel. Ah, God, this was a great duel, and Jesse Khan was about to lose too. Um, Sam had his whole board set up. He was going in for the kill with the Disciples of Ra, but then he summoned a Tragodia out of nowhere. It was hype. It was really hype. This is one of my favorite duels in a while. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best videos of the week. And finally, we have my favorite video of the week, Noajenk's "What Makes a Duel" episode 4, Shun versus Sora, featuring Yugioh everything. Noajenk is one of my favorite Yugi tubers. Every time he drops a video, he only drops every few weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month. But he creates one of the best YugiTube content on YouTube. His videos are always bangers. Every single one a certified banger. Like this video even had Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, who's another one of my all-time favorite Yugi tubers. I fucking love these guys. And both of them together in one video, it couldn't go wrong. It was already gonna be one of my favorite ones of the week. But then they go over Shun versus Sora. Shun versus Sora. If anyone's watched Arc 5, they have this as one of their favorite duels of all time. They go over it so masterfully. The first maybe third of the video is largely a recap, which is needed since it's probably been a little while since a lot of us that have watched the video have seen Arc 5. So I can understand why they do that. But the rest of the video, even at the beginning, they add their own twist, they have their own banter. I think got really good scripting on here. I'm sure none of their banter was actually like taking place real time. Noajenk's really good at making high quality scripted videos. So it's really good scripted banter that puts up the recap, and just reliving all these scenes was already gonna make it great. But once they got into actually dissecting the characters, they revealed all the stuff that I never really thought about. How Shun wearing the mask is like symbolic of his own mysterious character, I guess, and what he's been hiding, and the crusade he's on to try to get revenge and protect his sister. It was actually really incredible seeing their thoughts on this legendary duel. This is actually one of my favorite duels of all time. Um, yeah, it's got to be up there. I'd say top 3 at least. So seeing this whole discussion on this duel was amazing. They went over the actual duel gameplay too, which wasn't that complicated, but it's nice to see that they went over it. Not many people that talk about the anime actually go into the gameplay, into the actual tactics and stuff. So that was really nice to see. And just like reliving this duel and seeing how slowly Sora unmasks his identity as a villain, how it shifts completely. The duel starts off with Sora being like the hero character and Shun being the antagonist. And when I first watched Arc 5, I thought it was going to be something like I still thought that Shun was going to beat Sora, but I thought it'd be like he's the antagonist and Yuya will have to take him down or something. But it does a complete reversal from the beginning of the duel. Shun ends up as the hero that everyone's rooting for. I'm sure no one in their right mind would ever root for Sora after that whole him showing himself, dropping the entertainment mask, and basically saying how much he wants to kill him and his family. It was insane. Like, this discussion was amazing. I still think his last video, um, what was it, Yuma versus Shark? That might be my favorite duel of all time, and his discussion of it and breakdown of it was amazing. So I think I still have that higher. But God, this was such an amazing video. I love this video. I loved the banter. I love that Yugioh everything was on there. I loved his Shun versus Sora video too, about why Shun versus Sora is so special. And this was perfect also. Definitely my favorite video of the week. Definitely give it a look. And yeah, thanks everyone for listening to another YouTube Digest. I will have, I'll try to be more consistent with this. Just leave what you thought your favorite video of the week was. Tell me if you like Yugioh, if you like this video by Noajenk, if you love Shun vs. Sora. Yeah, just let me know. Thank you.